Welcome to r/agedlikemilk, where MAGA doesn't actually stand for anything. Yeah, I'm calling it. You're gonna be against gay rights as soon as it becomes socially advantageous. Well, votes for gay marriage twice, in fact. Now, is this gonna stand the test of time? Or, are they gonna switch up whenever it's convenient? I think we all know the answer. We've all dealt with MAGAs before, and it's really not surprising. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Oh, well, the bigots are bigoted. Who'd have thought? And I really wonder why, all of those people were warning inevitable victims of their bigotry not to support them. It's a real mystery, that. Nah, this aged like a fine wine with that cooldown. Some people really don't understand the difference between wine and milk. This explains why I'm drunk every morning after I've had my cornflakes. Well, that might also just be the whiskey you put in there to cope with all of this bullshit. Because, history's repeating itself very, very obviously. But so many people are just sticking their heads in the sand or just kind of okaying it. Yeah, really weird that. If Kamala wins, you're 3 days away from the start of a 1929-style economic depression. If I win, you're 3 days away from the best jobs, the biggest paychecks, and the brightest economic future the world has ever seen. And also, free ponies. Everyone gets free ponies. And ice cream for breakfast. And while we're at it, everyone gets free money. Free money for everyone. Free ponies, ice cream for breakfast, no one works, and free money. That's what's gonna happen when you vote me in. As second-grade class president, United States president. If you've done any research on this guy, or what his policies actually are, that's what it sounds like. People really are gullible. Wait, he was talking to the rich, not the American people. Kinda makes more sense, but, they're still losing out on money. Or to the unemployable who got jobs with ICE. Yes, the two people that benefit from Trump. Deplorables and billionaire deplorables. Notice a pattern? Apparently, they even have some standards and no ASVAB waiver. Don Jr. asking the right questions about Epstein. See, no, that's just when it was convenient to talk about Epstein, according to the regime. But now, Epstein doesn't exist anymore, right? He is Donnie's best friend after all. And we can't have the peons, thinking that he might be in the files, even though he very obviously is. Show us all the Epstein client list now. Why would anyone protect those scumbags? Yeah, that's a really good question, Don Jr. Why do you protect your dad? Oh, money. That's why. Ask yourselves this question daily, and the answer becomes very apparent. Yes, it does. Your friends and colleagues are covering up for your daddy, because he's big president after all. The cover-up really isn't that good, and I think anyone with their brain slightly screwed on can tell as well. We voted the biggest fucking grifters into power. Twice. Yeah, and like I said before, the smuggest fascists ever. Jesus fucking Christ. Honestly, I don't even understand how this happened. I guess it was the perfect storm? Fox News. When you learn that it's the most watched news network, it starts to make sense how we got here. Fox News? I think it's more, Fox propaganda / entertainment news, in big quotation marks. Argentina is not our problem. The Fed should not bail out the EU. Europe's financial mess is their problem, not our problem. Oh, but when it's like some stupid libertarianism bullshit and that blows up in its face, it suddenly is your problem? Oh yeah, because your whole like right-wing pipe dream only works when the propaganda works. And having Argentina collapse because their right-wing pipe dream didn't work, that's not good for the propaganda, so we gotta keep it afloat. You know, the regime lives off of propaganda after all. Hey chat, if you guys are enjoying the Schadenfreude, you should totally like, subscribe and share if you want to see this gay guy reading stuff more, cause it helps a lot. Anyways, thanks for watching, and back to the video. Contrary to the left's narrative, nobody is being crowned king or named dictator. Yeah, when dictators are made dictators, they usually don't, like, say, "Ah, yes, you are our dictator," word for word. No, they phrase it, they bullshit it, and then, oh look, there's a dictator. Ah, yeah, you bullshitting it and saying some things. Yeah, the gymnastics of him turning out like that, even though it wouldn't last for long, Jesus fucking Christ, look at his health, is already underway. But hey, 5-6-ish months, let's see how he's changed, hey? Give Trump a third term, give him a peace prize, and let him run DC for as long as he wants. Christ, where's your spine? Did you leave it back in 2016? You know, just because you're a Republican doesn't mean you need to kiss the feet of dear leader, right? You can formulate your own opinions and not be for a dictator? Because, yes, historically, supporting a dictator really goes well, doesn't it? The whole "don't tread on me" crowd really craves a big dumb guy trampling every law that limits government overreach. It was never about "don't tread on me" in terms of tyranny per se. It's about their discomfort that the wrong people in charge feels like tyranny to them. Also known as their snowflakes. I wonder if all that time calling the left snowflakes meant anything. Maybe they were projecting? Mystery I'll never uncover. They're comfortable with actual tyranny from the right people. And to them, small government means run by one person, as long as it is a white old man. Democrats control the House, Senate, and the White House. But if there's a government shutdown, they'll still blame Republicans. What a joke. Oh, and by the way, it never shut down in 2021. Fun fact, every shutdown had a Republican House. Well, every shutdown in the last 30 years. And two of the largest shutdowns in American history are both under Trump's terrible leadership. Oh, no, he's just so great at leadership and government that the government doesn't even need to work for his greatness to work. Yeah, he's just that amazing. Is America great yet? I really don't know. And this is about to be the longest one. Fact check. Dear Leader Trump will always protect Social Security and Medicare. March. A better time. The Trump regime will not cut Social Security, Medicare, or Medicaid benefits. Supreme Leader Trump himself has said it over and over and over again. So is this a self-report that Trump is lying? Trump's a liar? Or is this some White House's fault because what's true or false changes every 5 fucking minutes for these people? Ooh, any day now. Trump says he'll release the Epstein client list if elected. The Democrat elites are shaking right now. Are they? Oh yeah, last time I checked, all of the Democrats are really scared of the Epstein list that apparently exists, doesn't exist. Trump was an informant on, it doesn't exist, it exists. Now forget about it. Yeah, they're really scared, aren't they? of the definitely not a cover-up. But tell you what, try showing this to a MAGA and they'll somehow try find an excuse to allow Trump to let everyone in the Epstein list run away free. They'll find a way. Their mental gymnastics rivals the Olympics. The people that thought Epstein's best friend would release the list are so dumb. And I mean, it was well documented and it was well known. I really don't know how they didn't think otherwise. Yeah, that's kind of how we're in this mess. A whole lot of dumb people. Well, yeah, being educated is quite a hard endeavour, and unfortunately, this country is filled with very weak people. Which is why it's harmful to use sarcasm or humour when commenting about consequential issues. There is a sizable chunk of people who either lose the message or think that it's not that serious. Yeah, unfortunately, satire is dead. Not only because reality is even more absurd at the moment, but because too many people don't understand and take it seriously.